Glory is to Allah, and our thanks and praise is all to Him. Lillahi alhamd that He gave us the opportunity to go successfully through our crash course in self-restraint and devotion, and to give us the opportunity to immerse ourselves in the oceans of wisdom, guidance, and the beauty of the Quran throughout this month. Lillahi alhamd that we had more than an ample opportunity to ponder, to contemplate, and to understand, and to examine ourselves clearly. And lillahi alhamd that we hopefully deserve the promise of a clean slate and a new clear page. After the sins are blotted out and the shortcomings are promised, as the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." Whoever fasted throughout Ramadan in faith and in awareness of responsibility and accountability, the sins and the mistakes will be erased. So we had the joy of feeling that we could be in command of ourselves. We could tame our desires, restrain our impulses, and sacrifice our conveniences and habits to get closer to Allah and to be trained to exercise life of a mission, while we are equipped with such an equipment. Now that the month is over and the vision is clear and the spirits are soaring high, and the sense of freedom and liberty is deep in our hearts and in our souls and in our feelings, we are ready to take on our mission as Muslims in life. We are ready to construct, to engage, to enjoin what is right, forbid what is wrong, and stand for the values of mercy, compassion, and justice, and human dignity, the way the Quran elucidated and explained to us, and the way that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam modeled for us. The Eid is coming at a crossroad for our community and for America at large. We have choices to make. For us Muslims, do we want to be complaining, apologizing victims, or do we want to live up to our mission as the carriers of the Quran and the followers of the leader sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and hence we get engaged and involved in life to make it better, not for Muslims, but for human beings, to make the country better, not for us, but for everybody who converged on that constitution to be an American. This is the choices for us. I am strongly warning against any sense of depression or any desire to play it low or to lay down. This is not for what we have been created. we have been created to join hands with all decent people of honesty and integrity to make the future better for our new generations and to make the values that God prescribed through all his religions prevail, not the values of greed and hegemony and oppression. For the Muslims, as I see it, inshallah, they made the choices already. Mainstream Muslims decided to walk tall with our faith and with our belief, and to extend our hands to our fellow citizens, to work together to make this place a better place now and for tomorrow. And I appreciate our guests from the interfaith community who took the trouble to come here to express that together we can make America better. And God willing, we will do, inshallah. For us as Americans, all together, we have to decide what kind of America do we want. Do we want an America that is monopolized by special interests and that is manipulated by those who exploit the fears and the pains of people to push their private narrow agenda of superiority and exclusion? Or do we want America to be the beacon of liberty and freedom and justice for the whole world? We, as Americans, have to insist in making America the way it ought to be. I am calling on all of us that as we see the ugly voices of hate and discrimination and phobia are finding their heyday, that we should never allow ourselves to be pushed to a corner or marginalized or put on the spot to apologize. We, the Muslims of America, have nothing to apologize for. We are, as victims of terrorism, more than any other group of American citizens. We don't apologize for crimes that we did not do, and we will not allow others to push us in that position. It is a matter of orientation and attitude. We simply will not allow that. We will not be pushed to hide or to tame down our religiosity and our identity. As a matter of fact, this is the time to walk very tall with our beliefs and with our love to our fellow citizens, to build up the future together that should marginalize and put in the corner those who wanted to prey on American people and exploit their pain to exclude others from the table and to monopolize the American public opinion, the American policy, and the American people. We are on the receiving end with other citizens. We are not the other. We are part of the fabric. If something good happens, it will happen to all of us. If something bad inflicts, it will inflict all of us. And so all of us should stand together against this malaise and these ugly voices that are trying to divide us, to exploit the American people and mislead them.